Oh, alright, tight shit.
Watching
that. We waving the white flag, bro.
Watching that little Reggie.
We waving the white flag.
That been funny,
watching that little Reggie.
Waving the white flag, bro. There's no beef, bro. The beef over. They say he lying. Or they say he capping.
Little Reggie and Laser.
Hey, brother. Hey, say the brother. I got an idea for you.
Man, what up, man? Man, they say you the boys be dissing, right?
Look at him, man.
What's up?
What's up? What you said?
He talking about take him to Disneyland.
When?
Take your girl to Disneyland.
Me? Take my girl?
Yeah.
What the fuck? What?
Disneyland.
Man, you think I was dissing us, bro?
Hey, if I was dissing you, I would have told you. You know I love you like a little brother, man.
Man, you in there with them cash app flipping boys. Let me see that man in the bag.
See, boy, that shit was all AI. That shit was AI.
Every time y'all see Jay post that, bro, just unfollow him.
You good ratting ass nigga. Hey, say laser, you better get from outside that rat. They gonna have you doing time in this bitch, man. You was a straight nigga.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. At the end of the day, game, somebody gotta do it, bro.
Oh, man.
What? Oh, get your police ass off my phone, boy.
He crazy. He talking about somebody gotta do it.
Them boys out here flipping cash apps, man. That's not pedo. Imagine get your mama cash app.
Put me on the way.
Hell no.
Oh, come on, bro.
But imagine if it had your mama cash app. She thinks she finna get 5,000.
What you mean?
Nah, man.
What you mean?
Different.
What you mean?
You trying to get this? Look at you. You the money leg. No. Chill, bro. Stay locked in with your career, man. You don't need that on your life, bro.
You try to stay locked in with your career.
That ass. Laser trying to, laser talk. Put me on, gang. Put me on the way. Nah. That's biting. They said the wings here though.
What wings? I don't get no wings, but I eat chicken.
Bro, chicken wings. Yo, man, tweaking, dude.
Spread them on.
Them boys be scamming and jamming, yeah. Them boys be scamming and jamming. That Jay posting cash that stamps. That Mike talking about that he going ham. That Mike.
What is it?
Yeah.
Nah, he on there freestyling, saying some weak. Bro ain't even. Okay, he vibing now.
Braves ain't got no hang time.
Nah, he vibing. He vibing a little bit. Leave me alone.
He said he flipping.
He doing a little singing song. I ain't trying to watch all that.
If IT projects fail, prioritize and align your IT portfolio with Smartsheet.
The road to partial onset seizure reduction can be long and winding. You feel like you're not in the driver's
What y'all doing?
Ron James recently commented on Flags Game in an episode of his Mind the Game podcast. Had high praise for the former Duke Blue Devil.
I personally think that he wants to be great. He had a hell of a year at Duke. A guy that can do so many different things on the floor. Can play with the ball, can play without the ball.
Oh, he's talking about Cooper Flag.
His jump shot is going to continue to get better.
I ain't really trying to hear about Cooper. No faking.
Y'all see his name? Y'all see his name? He got a temp name because your gamer channel has been banned. Bro,
I ain't really trying to hear about Cooper Flag. No faking. Listen. Frisco cop shoots an armed man who ran ex-girlfriend's car.
I'm in a car.
What did he say?
911, state your emergency.
Can somebody please come to me? Somebody just hit me with a gun, and I have my daughter. They're trying to kill me right next to me. Please, I'm bleeding. I don't know. I'm on shields. Please come.
On foot or in a car?
I'm in a car.
What kind of car?
I'm in a BMW.
What color?
The dispatch people got to be so calm.
Are you alone in the car?
No, she just
No,
said
I have my daughter.
Okay, who was it that hit you?
It was an ex-boyfriend.
And he hit you with a
I
gun?
think he busted my head open. I'm gushing out blood. And he's following me right behind me.
Okay, hold on, okay? I'm getting the call in.
Okay, he's like trying to hit my car.
So you're driving, you're not parked?
No, because he's like trying to abuse me right now. And yeah, my daughter's in the car, and he hit me with a gun. Stop, I'm bleeding and gushing out blood. Why are you saying that? Why are you trying to kill me? What the fuck doing? You overtalk. Why did you put the gun down? Please, my baby's in the car.
Alright, I have them.
Yeah, people be crazy, y'all. Women gotta watch out for. Y'all gotta watch out, bro. These people are crazy.
Alright, we are westbound Jensen, now crossing.
She said he hit her with the gun. And he chasing her in the car.
They are both failing to yield. Any units close, pit is authorized.
When you see them signs, I'm telling you.
Have her pull over out of the way if possible.
If somebody ever joke about killing you, bro,
He's still chasing and ramming.
better stay away. I'm telling you. He chasing and ramming her. Look, that's crazy work, bro. Fake. Okay, police hopped out. Let me show you this. Police hopped out. Okay. Yeah, he had to really pull off. That's not my camera. That's the police officer running. He had to do him like that, though. He had to. Look.
You come out with your hands up.
He had to.
Or we will shoot you again. Come out on the ground.
I don't even. Hold on.
Cross 14, line of fire is going to be
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Ooh, at least 13.
Get out of the car. Do not reach for anything or I will shoot you.
Ooh.
Get out of the car.
That's a trick question. They told him to get out the car, but don't reach for nothing. Yeah, this type of stuff be crazy, bro. I can't even lie. This type of stuff be crazy.
Unlock the door. Get out. If you reach, you won't get shot.
So you in the Benz ramming
away from me.
Your girl car that's in a Beamer. Like, y'all that's craziness, bro.
Get out of the car. Get out. Face away. Walk backwards. Hands up. Keep coming. Keep coming.
Ooh.
Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming. Get on your knees.
This is literally a testament. Like, the man above be saving people, bro. How many times did they fire into that car? It don't look like he hit one time. It don't look like he was hit one time, yo. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro. That's just crazy, bro.
Survival is a long shot.
Let's go.
Jurassic World.
Need a break from the ordinary? Take a 16-ounce vacation with Tim Hortons.
10 minutes in.
I didn't know much of was blind, gang. That's a lie. No, I said when he first walked in, he fell over me. You did watch the first video. Watch the first video. When he walked in, listen to me. When he walked in with me, he fell over me. I got up instantly. I thought I was backdoor then. I don't trust no jumper. Watch the first video. I jumped up like this, and Cuz told me, you don't know, but he blind. And that's why I came back. But that was like 2 weeks before that. I didn't know. And nothing I didn't know. So, I didn't know he was a gang member. What? I didn't know. How would you not know that? He says blood every...
Jumping like that, I ain't gonna lie. That was really just... It say Florida man sentenced to 999 years in prison for killing his own grandparents. Why did I see this video before? I mean, not this specific video, but why did I see him before in like a viral video where like a girl was getting locked up and like in the middle of her getting locked up, you know how you hear other people stuff or whatever while you in court preliminary or something like that. Your preliminary hearing, that's what it's called. She was hearing his she heard his number 999 years and her whole face changed. Like, what? Let me listen to what he did. Oh, this is a triple murder. Okay.
Hey man, I'm rocking with y'all and y'all rocking with me, and for this video, we're gonna be speaking on a Florida man that was sentenced to 999 years for killing his grandparents. A teenager's...
Look, right, how did they just give you 999? They ain't giving you life, natural life.
Marty and Gregory Merritt were in their early 60s. A family friend was also killed in all of this.
His thoughts, his actions, his words. Those three things prove to you, in this case, beyond a reasonable doubt, that this defendant committed 3 counts of premeditated murder.
His statement to the police is credible because it is literally corroborated by all the other evidence in this case. And that is the same statement in which he confesses to 3 counts of murder.
First on my list,
look, yeah, this is what I was talking about.
Jadarius Jones.
This is baby girl, and then I see God.
How you doing? Okay, are you Jadarius Jones?
Yes, sir.
All right, I have read the arrest and booking report. I do
Pay
find
attention to her. I'm about to just have it like that.
charges
This is crazy.
against
You see her face.
I am going to appoint the public defender's office to represent you. Mr. Jones, you've been charged with 3 separate counts of second-degree murder. You've also been charged with a separate count of armed robbery. You will be held without bond on all 4 of those charges.
It was January 15th, 2020.
That is funny.
At 12:30 in the afternoon, Jacksonville sheriffs responded to a home.
That's how I knew about this initially. I swear.
In reference to a shooting. Arriving on scene, officers discovered 44-year-old Luther Williams laying in the front yard with multiple gunshot wounds. Officers quickly conducted a security sweep of the residence, finding 2 additional victims in a back bedroom, 58-year-old Unita Hardy and 63-year-old Gregory Merritt. They were both unresponsive with multiple gunshot wounds. All 3 victims would die at the scene as detectives arrived to begin the triple homicide investigation. A search warrant was obtained, the crime scene was processed, and multiple 9mm shell casings would be found inside and outside the home by all 3 victims. It was determined all 3 met a violent demise, standing only feet away from their killer. A nearby neighbor, now witness, would tell detectives she observed an 18-year-old named Jadarius Jones arrive at the victim's home in a black Toyota Camry. He'd enter the home wearing a fanny pack satchel, and once inside was confronted by male acquaintances who were already in the home. The confrontation stemmed from an incident they found out Jadarius was involved in, and a physical fight broke out. Jadarius was seen running from the home on foot. Officers would observe a male matching the description of Jadarius at a home not far from the murder scene. He'd be detained by officers identified as the suspect, and transported for an interview with detectives. A search of the home would reveal a fanny pack-style satchel described by the witness. Inside was a wallet belonging to the victim found in the front yard. Speaking with Jadarius, the detective would read him his constitutional rights, and Jadarius would acknowledge he understood all of his rights and signed the form. Post-Miranda, Jadarius would confess to shooting and killing all 3 victims. But these weren't just random people. Unita and Gregory were his own grandparents.
Damn.
The 18-year-old would be charged with 3 counts of second-degree murder, armed robbery with a firearm, and theft of a motor vehicle for stealing the victim's Toyota after the murder. The vehicle would be found in front of the home he was found at. Jadarius would sit inside of the Duval County Jail for over 2 years before finding himself guilty as fuck at trial. Now 20 years old, Jadarius would receive a jaw-dropping 999 years for the triple murder that ended his grandparents' life. In all reality, he'd be sentenced to life for each murder, with the sentences running concurrent. But on the court site, it would say 999 years, 99 months, and 99 days. For those that have never been to prison, within the dorms are call-out sheets that would list inmate names, Department of Corrections numbers, as well as their release dates. And for the inmates with a life sentence, the year of release would just say 9999. Now these numbers almost seem make-believe, but for 20-year-old Jadarius, they are very real. If he's lucky enough to live the next 60 years, he'll have spent it within the 4 regions of the Florida Department of Corrections. It doesn't matter which part of the state he wakes up in. That Florida sun will shine every morning off the barbed wire fences. And the day he doesn't wake up,
that's how he described
he'll be collected
it, though.
from his cell,
I ain't gonna lie,
body
that's how he
bag,
described it.
sent home if he has any living relatives.
I mean, you don't want to go to that motherfucker anyway.
But that Florida sun will keep on shining. And this is the reality of life in Florida State Prison. Another statistic and another example for those watching of what your life could be if you make the wrong decisions. Now, there was a lot of information missing from this case that I wasn't able to find in the courts. Apparently, Jadarius was rumored of having committed a shooting. That, I guess, is the reason he was confronted inside of his grandparents' home. Now, I don't know if this was an attempt of, like, hood justice. Like, we heard he did something, so we're gonna come over here and beat him up to teach him a lesson, and his grandparents allowed it. And then Jadarius snapped and ended up killing his grandparents and another man.
Damn.
We don't know the details. All we know is an 18-year-old turned that gun on his grandparents and a 3rd man that was killed in the front yard. Then he admitted it to the police. Done deal. Yeah. This happened in Jacksonville. Jacksonville has been the murder capital of Florida for a long-ass fucking time. A lot of drill rappers, you know, the Florida drill scene, that started in Jacksonville. The courts aren't gonna play that shit. When I was in the Florida prison system, most of the jits that I met that came from Jacksonville had 10 years or better. And they were all in there for some type of a gun crime, whether it was shootings, whatever the fuck, murders, attempted murders. That's just how they're rocking over there. But for Jadarius, I don't see him being granted an appeal for a triple murder like this. And based on where the shell casings landed, they were able to prove, you know, through analyzing the crime scene, that he was firing from close range. He was right in front of them when he gunned them down. He knew exactly what he was doing. He didn't play crazy. He didn't go the insane route. He admitted to it for whatever reason. Signed off on his life, basically just ate a fucking life sentence. Now he's gone. He's in prison. And living that day by day from 20 years old to whenever he's no longer breathing, that's no life to live. If you've been in there, you know that. And it's sad because I've gone on the Florida Department of Corrections website and just looked up some of the people that I knew. especially some of the ones that I met that had life sentences. A couple of them have committed suicide because they weren't able to just keep doing it. Every day, it's repetition. It's the same thing. Nothing changes. A lot of people don't realize out here you have so much freedom to the point that you don't see what you have until it's gone. When you're in there, all you can do is wear blue. The same blues everybody else has. His might be a little bit nicer than yours, you know, a little bit newer because he paid money for it, but all you wear is blue. All the CEOs wear is brown. Those are the only colors you're seeing year after year after year. You know what I mean? You're used to the fucking heat because if you're not in one of the newer dorms, you're in the old school Florida prison dorms where there's just holes in the windows and there's no AC. It's hot as fuck. The rain gets into the dorm.
Yeah,
living that.
Never that. I don't really care that much about necessarily that. But
Walmart's got low prices for back to school. With check from $9, kids fashion from $4, and school supplies starting at 25 cents.
What am I about to watch? It's a 20 women versus one comedian. Michael Jordan, iconic flu game. Joe Rogan, Trump was right. Iran didn't scare me until I saw this.
If you think about the...
I don't know. A lot of that shit be propaganda, bro. So you gotta just watch a lot of that shit. 950,000. Yeah, 950,000 stolen from Harlem jewelry store in 1990. 30 years later, chain surface.
30 years after.
I ain't gonna lie. I might watch that. Carl Jung, true healing begins when you start trying. I guess our NBA star who physically couldn't miss a shot. Dan, the life of Kodak Black. Chicago, the city where you can get shot at any time. They got titles on everything crazy, bro.
There's a
everything crazy, bro. Lance Stevenson versus Randoms. They better stop. They better stop putting Lance Stevenson out here, bro, before he get oversaturated. I feel like certain basketball players, you just shouldn't be out here like that. But make your money though, for sure. D-Day, combat stories from the man
frightening,
of the 101st
scary.
Airborne.
Wonder if you're gonna be alive.
I'll watch that. I ain't gonna lie. Just cause everybody talking about this war stuff, yeah, I'll watch something about that.
This is Judy and Pedro. They just bought their first home.
Not about the war.
Learning
like
a lot
right now, but some
thanks to
type stuff.
Frightening,
these
scary.
Is real wars. Our war is
wonder
real
if
too,
you're
though.
Gonna be alive the next morning.
It's really worse than theirs.
That's about.
I feel like theirs was just super bad because
the jump itself.
It was the beginning of a lot of stuff. So you just
joined
running
the
up on
Army,
people. It's you versus them.
Part of the service,
nowadays, bro, they
September
got drones, all type of stuff like that, bro.
Because they had something that
Can you
I
really
wanted.
imagine that?
There was a specially outfit
I can't
that
imagine
they
what he
just
about to talk
designed
about that. So
called the Experimental Unit 506 Parachute Infantry, something brand new at the time. I was looking for something different. I didn't want to be drafted.
okay, did they say his name in the beginning?
In 42.
Okay, yeah, they did. Okay, his name is Edwin Shames. His nickname was Ed.
Because they had something that I wanted. There was a specially outfit that they just designed called the Experimental Unit 506 Parachute Infantry, something brand new at the time. I was looking for something different. I didn't want to be
underestimating how
drafted.
many people fought in the war. But
In the newspaper, magazines, this
when I
new
look at
unit
these interviews,
being formed, parachute
these
infantry
guys
unit.
is old as hell and they still
looked very
moving
interesting.
around.
And it was for me. I said, okay, I'm going to try it. So I went over to Fort Monroe. Fort
That's the
Monroe was
power of
Army
still moving
headquarters.
around, bro.
at that time.
I
The
know a lot of people
Pentagon
that's
was
old
built
like that
but
that
not
can't
occupied, just finished.
even communicate
When I
like
got
he
over to
doing.
Fort Monroe, they explained it to me what was going on. And they said I had to be 20 years old. I was only 19. Had to have my mother sign. So one of the guys said, "Where's your mother?" I said, "Well, it so happens that she's in the car." He said, "All you gotta do is get her to sign it. You're in." Of course, my mother wasn't in the car. She was home. And neither did about 1,000 others in my same petition. Their mother signed it as well, like me. So I signed it. I joined the 506 Parachute Infantry. Strictly an experimental unit. 7,000 people qualified for it. 7,000.
Okay.
They only needed 2,500. So then the picking started. They had to get dwindled down to 2,500. They put us through the worst you could possibly think of.
War fucked up. All this type of shit it is fucked up. I'm against that. But what I do like about military in general, it could be any country, I love the discipline. I love that for sure. I definitely love that. And another question is, do y'all think in 2025 that many people is signing up? So they only wanted 2,500. I think then he said 7,000 qualified, but they only really needed 2,500.
Weed us out, which they did. They came up with 2,500 of the finest men in the country.
Okay. Cool.
Frightening, scary. Wonder if you're going to be alive the next morning.
Okay.
That's about the description of the jump itself.
Okay.
What happened was,
okay, 4,500
I wasn't supposed to be on that plane, okay. But because of a writer, a British writer from the Associated Press, took my seat in the plane that I was supposed to be on, and I had to go to a different airplane at the last minute, not knowing what the hell I was going to do. I didn't know anybody there. Finally, I got my seat, sat in the plane. Everything was very quiet, naturally. Everybody was in his own thoughts. Finally, when the red light went on, time for me to jump, the man in front of me slipped on the floor.
Ooh,
I had to help him up to get up with all the stuff he had. He had about 150, 200 pounds of material on him.
Okay.
Besides his weight. Got him on his feet, hooked up, got him out the door. By that time, I know where the hell I was. No one else did.
Yeah.
Jumped out of the plane, and it seemed like it took me a half hour to get down. We actually was about 50 minutes from plane to the ground.
Ooh.
But I never did land on the ground. I landed in a bunch of cows in a barn. Later on, I found out it was the Coronation Milk Company barn, and they were cows being ready to be shipped to Germany, prize cows from Normandy.
It's always some movie
I got myself
or game
together, scared to death, of course, not knowing where I was.
They get these ideas and
had
stories
no
from these
idea
guys.
Because I was supposed to. I was an operations sergeant.
Edwin Shames.
I made the sand table.
Shames, I'm sorry.
For the jump, so people would know where they were when they got on the ground. Things scattered around so bad, nobody, only one plane hit the ground where it was supposed to be. That was number one plane that I was supposed to be on. And on that plane, everybody on that plane was either captured or murdered, including my battalion commander. Finally, I decided I had to get out to where I was. I didn't know where I was, had no idea. Had I known then that what I know now, I wouldn't be here because I would have dropped dead from a heart faint. Because I was in a town called Carrington, which I notified my people on the sand table to
And I ain't gonna lie, yo. I ain't gonna lie, chat.
Because
I'm really about to get myself together,
heavy
so.
concentration of enemy in that town. I didn't find out till about 10 minutes later when I finally picked up about 6, 8 men, and I told them, I said, look, I have an idea where to go, but I have no idea where I am. No one else did. And they were scared to death. Of course, I wasn't exactly happy, but at least I had my senses about it. I was supposed to be the operations sergeant, so I was supposed to know something. So finally I said to the men, I said, look, all we're doing is just heading in the direction that I think. I said, what we ought to do is stop by one of these farmhouses. I said, this is it's in Normandy. And I said, these people know the ground. They know where they are. They're the smartest farmers in the world. Let's find out from them to tell us where we are exactly. They said, okay. Of course, they would agree anything that I wanted at that time because they were really scared to death. I wasn't exactly happy. Finally, we came to this farmhouse, knocked on the door, firing everywhere.
It's only y'all.
Ack fair. Stuff in the ground, in the air, on the ground. The farmer and his wife came to the door. She started screaming. I grabbed her by the face, put my hand on her mouth, put her down on the floor, got him down on the floor, and I told him what little words that I knew, direction, French directions. He understood, and I told him it was the invasion. So he understood with all this noise going around him. So opened up the maps underneath a raincoat with a flashlight, and I said to him, pointing out on the map, I said, St. Mary-Église, that was a town near where we were supposed to land. And he said, oui, and he pointed this way. I said, St. Mary-Église, oui. Saint-Côme-de-Mont, oui. I moved the map around a little bit to orient it. Got to 2 more places, and finally I said, Carrington. And he knocked on the ground. Bing, bing, bing. He said, oui, Carrington. So I yelled at him, I said, Carrington, Carrington. He said, oui, 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 on the ground. So then I realized he was telling me that we landed in Carrington, which scared the living hell out of me right then and there. So I told the guys, I said, let's get the hell out of here right now, I know where I am. So we got over there, we headed direction of the bridges where we were supposed to have our mission. And we were about 5 miles away. So that picked up
I know
about
there's one thing too about these
total.
old school, not even old, they don't even got to be old school. These interviews with these military, people from the military, they'll tell you the story, but it's more to it. It'd be more to it.
And all of them scared to death. Of course, I wasn't exactly happy. I didn't want to show them that I was scared to death as well.
It'd be more to it.
So I did a pretty good job. And finally we picked up an officer, a captain. So I said, Captain, I said, fine.
If you're in the military, you can earn your degree online at Southern New Hampshire University.
I was surprised to see how many credits I got from my military experience.
I used the GI Bill thanks to my active duty time, which helped me earn my degree faster. I knew it was the right time to pursue my educational goals because I'm looking to move my career forward. Earning my degree at SNHU has really given me the confidence to lead.
If you're in the military and thinking about going back to school, you can do it.
Visit snhu.edu/military.
When you've got multiple parts, but need just one answer,
Wait, how does these things work together?
looks like you can just ask Google.
Bro, back in the day, it was never this many commercials. Like I'm saying, like on YouTube and stuff. I understand it's getting bigger or whatever, but bro.
Desert.
Okay, here we go.
Told him where we were, and I said, take over. He said, no. He said, you look like you know what you're doing. I'll follow you. So I had a captain and 21 other enlisted men to take to the bridges. On the way to the bridges, we were stopped in the middle of the woods. It was the headquarter company of the 502nd, Colonel Johnson. He was the commanding officer. And he said to me, he said, Shames, he said, Sergeant, he said, do you know where the hell you are? I said, yes, sir. I know exactly where I am. He said, show me. So I showed him on the map, and he had about 8 of his men in my group. He took them with him. So we kept going. Finally, at 4 o'clock in the morning, I ended up at the 2 bridges. That was our mission. And when I got to the bridges, Captain Shettle, my boss, was there waiting. Instead of the battalion, we had 117 men, plus the 18 that I brought. So the first thing he told me, he says, incidentally, I'm supposed to tell you something if I see fit. He said, you are now a lieutenant. Market Garden, as far as the 101st Airborne Division and the 82nd Airborne Division was concerned, was a success. The big failure was the British. The idea was to open up a corridor parallel to the Rhine from Belgium all the way up to Arnhem, Netherlands, where the bridge crossed the Rhine. The idea was to keep the roads open 100 miles from Belgium all the way up to Arnhem. The 82nd Airborne Division and 101st kept the roads open. The British were supposed to plunge through with their tanks and move. But they forgot something. They forgot to stop tea. At 4 o'clock in the afternoon, they had to stop for tea. Don't make any difference where they were. So consequently, they were cut off. We did our job. Our mission was successful. They lost a whole division. We came back from Holland after 72 days of fighting. 72 straight days on the battlefield. A record by the United States Army. We were relieved to go back to France to rest, relaxation, R&R.
Their whole platoon died.
We went back to France.
They stopped
to a place that was 100 miles from Paris.
Crazy.
All we could think about was the fact that we were going to Paris. That's all we could think about, because I hadn't had leave since April. And this is now December.
Okay, is we back?
I'm telling you right now, because you have
We back. Okay, yeah, we back.
and you have Castle now.
My boy from Detroit.
Are you going to remove him and bring him back off the bench because that's what he did most of the year until Fox got hurt?
But we still got Vassell. We still got they talent.
And then Vassell is whatever he's gonna be, but you got Carter who can actually your later pick and start because the position he's in.
What's our organization?
He's a 6'7" small forward.
Our organization usually don't really develop our players, right? So you look at who we got.
My bad, Chuck. My phone had died.
Good, but you're gonna have to learn behind him.
My phone
He's gonna
had
have
died.
to show you how this goes before we just give it to you and let you. Because I think that time's over for San Antonio. Pop gave it a ring or two. He was letting them do their thing, but now it's okay. De'Aaron Fox showing what a point guard is.
I might get a laptop though.
As a shooting guard.
Laptop or a desktop. I'm about to get one of them.
Right, Wemby. You get to be whatever you want between 4 or 5 right now. It's really the
tell me I can just do the laptop
like they
right
really
now.
changing the game. Or some of y'all not gonna be
It's
here.
better than this, basically.
Well, yeah. But who you gonna go get?
You got Vassell. I mean, I say you got guys
to your players, though. You used to them.
You got guys with more minutes.
There's a couple teams that did that.
Her camera, right? It just had a stand, but I just have it.
Really good.
But I need the computer though,
No, I'm saying the players.
so I can hook it up to my game because I be playing. I low key want to play the game right now. Set
the bench. Didn't get a minute. None. In G League. And you know what I mean? It's just like it's a development play. Why y'all doing?
On the late night, 2 in the morning.
But you got Fox, you got Vassell, you got Stephon Castro, you got a lot of. It's very
little
packed.
session on
So
2K.
why would I go after
Dylan Harper?
If he becomes something like a Tony Parker, if Dylan Harper becomes Tony Parker, he's gonna become him under
I ain't
wraps.
even interested in the Spurs. I just seen bro from Detroit. Gotta represent. Get him a little like LAPD officer shoot man moments before he stabs his wife. Oh.
Spaghetti and supples. Of course, no problem, big bro. Let's eat.
I only watch shit like this. I'm a perspective type of dude. Hold on, let me. I'm gonna pause the video because we gonna listen to it. I'm a perspective type of dude. So like, everybody like to paint narratives on whoever it may be, whatever crowd. I'm the type of person. I ain't gonna lie. I gotta watch some shit on their end. Like, you know, whoever somebody talking about, I gotta see it from their point of view. Always, for sure. That's always been me though. No matter how hard, like no matter how bad I kind of want to side with one side, I just gotta know the other side. Like, you know, just cause. But nah, let's hear this though. Let's hear this.
Ciudad de Los Ángeles, 911, operadora 416. Señorita, están apuñalando a una muchacha, a su esposo ahí atrás.
She talking in Spanish. She basically saying, Miss, please send an ambulance. That's basically what she's saying.
Por favor, ya manden los paramédicos, por favor.
It's basically saying, please send a paramedic. If you don't, you know. I ain't that good at Spanish or whatever, but I know a little bit.
78 West Avenue, North Hollywood, 91605.
Es casa de negocio, señora.
Es una casa.
El
Atrás.
está llamando.
Sí.
It's a house.
¿Cuál es la emergencia?
El esposo apuñaló a la esposa y está ahí tirada ella y él está como loco. Ya la mató, creo yo, porque le dio muchas puñaladas.
¿Puñaladas dónde? ¿Quién?
I think he's trying to kill her.
A la esposa.
Ok, señora, ¿me puede decir, él es blanco, moreno o hispano?
Is he black, white, or Hispanic?
Hispano.
¿Cómo cuántos años parece que tiene él?
Como unos 30 o 25, no sé.
¿Qué color de camisa y pantalones trae puesto?
Ay, no
Shirt.
sabemos, señorita.
I think that's what kind of shirt.
Is the guy still here?
What do you guys see?
Where's the victim? ¿Dónde está la víctima? ¿Cómo vengo? Vamos a ir.
They put him on stage.
Is the guy still here?
Hey, what'd you guys see?
His problem was
So you can start saying containment project.
he thought they was gonna play with him or something.
Shots fired, officer needs help. Shots fired, officer needs help.
Or he probably just ain't even think that. He thought exactly what was gonna happen to him happened to him. Police coming. It's about, from the video, it looked like it's about 6 of them. 2 with shields, the rest, guns loaded. They on one side of the house, you on the other side of the house, and you have a knife. And you run at them. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. It's over with, bro. It's over with.
I'm moving up. Hey, stand right there.
Dang. Yeah, it's over with. I didn't think it was going to be no fast stuff. I thought it was going to be like a standoff more. They took him out fast. And he didn't stab her, too. Wax storms into a Mimo 600 interview. Mac reveals the Dirk is not fucking with Wax. What they say, dark side of flying that no one talks about.
Flying?
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't trying to get no new phobias, bro. No new phobias. I just left Vegas probably like a month ago. I'm feeling this traveling and stuff, so I don't need that in my life. This 900,000 stolen from Harlem jewelry store.
30 years
that
after
keep
a
popping
high-profile
up.
Harlem jewelry heist vanished from headlines, a police auction quietly unlocked the first crack in the case. Among the cluttered listings, a vintage gold chain marked with initials no one had noticed until now. One overlooked detail was about to unravel a crime the city had given up on. In October 1990, a well-known jewelry store in Harlem became the site of one of the most efficiently executed armed robberies in New York City history. Owned by respected entrepreneur Harold Banks, the store had served the community for over a decade, specializing in high-value gold and diamonds.
It's like they reel me in. They reel me in because they know I like jewelry, bro. They reel me in with that shit, bro. And then look, they got this next video right here.
All right, boys, we're back at El Cortez. I'm $1,000, and we're going back to the old reliable strategy. You know, we gotta start off with tradition. Crapless or bubble craps. I'm going 1,000 in.
See?
100 on every single number. See? 1 hit. And then, whatever profit I make off that hit, if we don't roll a 0, or a 7, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of how much money we would win if we hit a 7.
Two damn vices, man. The jury and freaking gambling. I'm about to watch him win.
3, 2, 1, go! First person to land all 6 bottle flips wins challenge 1. This video
I ain't no hater.
Today, Tommy and Matthew are competing in a 6-part trick shot challenge.
What's going on,
trick
bro?
Shots get wilder every time a wave of
Literally.
Alright, boys, we're back at Open.
I mean, it's meant to be.
Going back to the old reliable strategy. You know, we gotta start off with tradition. Crapless or bubble craps. I'm going 1,000 in.
It's meant to be, bro.
On every single number.
That's all that is.
And then, whatever profit I make off that hit, if we don't roll a 0,
We gonna pin that. Nah, but that's the whole point. We trying to go live, bro, until we get 500 subs, bro. And then after that, we're gonna keep trying to keep shooting for the stars.
We only need to win like $400. It'll be super easy. And then it's just a great free roll. I mean, we're honestly on.
I always wanted to do YouTube, I'm telling you. Ever since I was younger, I I used to play the game a lot, bro. Like a lot.
I'm honestly not scared at all. So 1,000.
So I always was into creating content and stuff like that. I even got old videos that I just resurfaced back when I was younger making videos. But I don't even have all of the videos. So I just want to retry it now.
Speed up this process here.
But this time, well, same thing as last time. We starting from the ground up, bro. Start from the ground up.
I'm sick. I really wish I sent $100 out.
But you can look at the process though. I got videos back from 2000. I mean,
There's a couple more schmuck bucks. So let's just go.
2012.
Give me five. Give me five. No. We gotta split.
Even earlier than that, me playing Call of Duty.
14, we're gonna stand. 14, oh my gosh, here we go, we're dead. I'm sick. Where are the face cards at? Where are the face cards? I have $35 profit left. Give me a 20 now.
I don't even play how I used to.
This is typical. 4, 7.
I'm gonna get back on. See, look, this how they draw you in. Let me give y'all insight on what I watch.
I mean, if we spend 72,000,
spend 72,000. He make you think. You win every time. But I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I'm a gambler.
No, I'm sorry.
I do exactly what he do.
$35.
My problem is when I get in the casino, I get so serious, bro, that I don't pull out my phone. I need somebody like, he got a friend that also records. So like, it's stuff that he don't get, his friend get it.
Back to the original strategy, 1,000 across.
I need to do that, bro.
We take the profit to 1,000, as long as it's not.
Well, I need to get it on video.
Okay, so we have 145 again. Let's try it again. Just a 145 field bet.
Literally left the casino earlier today, bro. Like, literally, like, that shit crazy.
Okay, so that.
It's just like, I never get
This is the second time.
me winning. Like, I never, like, you know, see that?
We'll try this one now.
It's like that shit happens all the time. This shit is so possible.
Okay. We're just gonna go all in.
It's just like certain people
All we have to do is win this and we're
get it on camera and some people don't, bro. And it's like, I gotta get in the habit of getting my wins on video.
Oh god. This is a double. Oh my god. Okay, that's pretty good.
Especially on these type of games, because you can record.
Okay, we got more funding. Brandino's here.
See?
He just walked. He's like, "Oh, what do we got?" And I was like, "Yeah, this $435."
Teamwork make the dream work.
This is the goal. This is the goal. You ready?
Teamwork make the dream work, bro. Come on now.
One hit. I take whatever that profit is to 1,000. You've done this before. So I did. I hit a 4 or I hit a 9. I got to 435. I lost. I did it again. I'm at 435. So I did a 435 hand.
But it's cool though.
Split deuces. Got a double and another double. So I had to put in. I'm in for 1,800. If you hit though, that's like over the goal. Yeah, I think we'll be done. Double down. No. Get out of there. No.
Okay.
Alright, we try it again, man. It's on a 9 again. We gotta split up the excess we have here. Okay, one hit. Spin it up to 1,000. We have 965. 10. That's. Wait, hold on. Technically, I should keep going. Technically, I should. I mean, technically, I should keep going.
You should.
Like, now I'm in for 1,400. Now I'm in for 14. We need aces. Aces! I called it! Holy shit! I'm psychic! Well, hold on. Okay. Okay, we'll say I'm 1,400 in, so I have.
It don't matter how many times you do
300 and wait. No. Wait, we'll play smart.
It never gets out. He just get it on camera.
355
I
across.
just won.
Try to just spin it
I
up
just
a little bit. That's a 4,
won.
that's 50.
He just get it on camera.
Who's keeping track now?
And that's what I need to start doing.
Nice. Okay, so we're back to, we're down $2.
So that's what this is about.
This is a grind. You know what? I'm gonna switch machines.
Smart.
I feel like it's gonna roll another 7. I don't want to be here when it happens.
Smart.
Although that one was throwing extremes
Smart.
at me like crazy. Okay.
He better check the. Okay, he
I mean,
did.
now that I have 1,400, I might as well just go
That's it.
1,400.
You better check the. Yeah.
1,000, right?
Better check the recent.
So if we get 2 or 12, it's a hand.
But you know how this is about to go.
So 1,398 across on the come out 6.
Ooh.
Now we got to take 116, 17, 116.
He about to go hot then.
What does do this? 117 field bag.
I honestly thought he was gonna come out with the 7.
6. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
6 in the back.
Okay, now we just.
I thought he was gonna come out with a 7.
All
So
over
the fact that he came 6, he should have stayed where he did.
One hit,
But
working to come out. Guess what? 8.
yeah.
All right, 117 again.
Regardless, he gonna do what he do.
This is getting old. I should have been already.
Oh, he waiting on the big red. That's why.
6. Oh my gosh.
Stop playing with
This is
yourself. Stop playing.
Nothing is going my way right now.
And then how that works.
This roll, I feel like it's gonna be ugly.
I was just about to say that because that's how I do it. Ooh, okay, okay. What did he put on the 10? Did he put 200?
I hit a number, please.
I know he didn't put 200.
Alright, so 1,400 is what we're in for. 193 field bet. Can we hit a back-to-back field, please?
That's the
One
thing.
time. Yes.
Ooh, okay.
Yes. Okay. Do we?
Okay, I give you that.
I mean, I have $386. Okay. Let's try this strategy again. Obviously,
It was working.
So I might as well just do whatever I can.
But how he
386
he just don't
across.
care about the money.
Aces would suck. A 6 is pretty good.
He don't care about this. And I need to just develop that mindset, bro.
Come
I
on,
be in
hey,
there
get
like,
me there. That's a hard 8. We take it.
I be in there
502.
sweating,
We
bro.
only need to double this. This is not that hard.
Ooh, see, ooh. Yeah,
All right.
I'm like him.
Everyone lock in. This is about to be.
I'm like,
this,
bro.
No, this one is going to be ugly. You know, I ran $35 up to 400, I think. All right, I might be wrong.
The lowest amount I ran up was about $10 to like $250.
I'll take 12. 8?
Just chilling.
Man, why is this so hard?
For one, you switch machines and it's a 6-8 machine. Probably a 10 too.
Aces. 12.
Oh, 12, good 12.
Okay. Wait.
You get paid
So we have,
double.
okay,
In Michigan, you get paid
350.
triple.
All right, we're going to do this. We're going to do this again, Brandon.
In Michigan, it's triple.
No, never. I don't want to do another field bet. Sure? Damn it. Sure about that? Damn it.
Yeah.
Come on, 425, let's go. Extremes, yes!
Oh.
Extremes, I don't care, Brandon, I'm rich. Wait. How much was that?
That's how it be, bro. That's how it be, bro.
Ooh.
We trying to get